Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, uh, 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 all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, aka Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
All right. ISUPK Dallas, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command and General Yohana. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Sabbath service. I'm going to go ahead and face east. I'm going to do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and then in English. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwika, Taba'ah, Ratazakah, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawah, Hayah, Hashemayim, Natalanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabathwathnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabathwathinawa, Walaa, Thabayanawa, Benasai one, Abal, Hawashinawa, Mayan, Rai, Kyalaka, Hamalakwith, Wahala, Wahathaparath, Lai Walumyum, Aman. Most High's prayer in English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. Prayer to the power in Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kashah, Nathalanawa, Hakak, Hakak, Lara Ba'ah, Kal Makalah, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar HaMatzarayim, Hakak, Lahakwim, Hamathium, Hakak, Arakawath, Hatamala, Lagarashan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Aman. The prayer to the power in English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushai. Thank you, so be it. This is the blessings in Hebrew, Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahushai, Wa Mayakala, Wa Elohim, Matazabah, Alawap, Yahana, Ha Alawapim, Ha Saranyum, Ha Quatazayanyum, Ha Kayalyum, Wa Aquatium, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, the Wadaman. This is the blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushai, and Michael, and the angels. Commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh in the name of Yahushai. Thank you, so be it. This is Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha Ayanya, Al-Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Isaiah Ma'im, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratazah, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shemarka, Hana La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ayaka, Wayarak, Bayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazahafka, Waba Wa'aka, Mayatha, Wa'ayda Walam. This is Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which hath made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim, all Damayalaka, all Thakarash, wa all Thashakwat, all Kayahana, Awayab Yaka, Yahama Yawan, Wamashana Yaka, Nashawa, Ra'ash, Amaka, Yaira Yamwa, Sawad, Wayatayatazawa, Al Tazapanwan Yaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Manakayagadam, Magawaya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shem Yasharala, Iwad, Kaya Nawatazawa, Lab, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Ahalia, Adawam, Wayashamai Wayalim, Mawaaba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashath, Yashabya, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Lawa, Amam, Hayawa, Sarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadian, Kasa Yasara, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashuan, Nashamadwa, Ma'ayandara, Hayawa, Daman, La Madma, Shayathamwa, Nadayamawa, Ka Arab, Wakaza Zaba, Wakaza Zabak, Wakataza Manai, Kal Nasayakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarashwa, Lanawa, Ath, Nawath, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagalagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Labahara, Yara, Wakalahaba, Thalahat, Haryam, Kan Tharapadma, Basaraka, Wabasawapafka, Thabahalam, Mala'a, Funyahum, Qualawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shemka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Adyahad, Wayaparka, Salakia, Wayakaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Dayawa, Kaya, Atha, Shemka, Yahweh, Labadka, Ayawana, Kaharataza. And give me a second. This is Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as the Sisera, as the Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeb, yea, all the princes of Zebah, and as Zamunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right, let's go ahead and get it, y'all. The ISUPK bringing the righteous Sabbath service. Only one west. All right. We're going to pick it up from where we left off last week. We were in Numbers 5th chapter, and we had got to the 21st verse. We'll pick it up from verse 22. I'm Priest and Officer Shadialo. I'll be reading it from the Hebrew first and then the English. Bawa, Allah, Mayam, Auror, Bawa, Ma'ai, Tazabah, Patan, Tazabah, Nepal, Iraq, Nepal, Amar, Asha, Amar, Aman, Aman. I am in Numbers 5 and 22 in English. And this water that causeth the curse shall go into thy bowels to make thy belly to swell and thy thigh to rot. And the woman shall say, Amen, Amen. Amen, Amen. Okay, so as we were remembering last week, we were dealing with a woman who had possibly committed adultery on her husband, y'all remember? So what's happening with her is we're getting ready to find out whether she did or whether she didn't. And in which case, if she didn't, if she did, you'll know it because the worst is gonna happen to her. She's gonna start rotting and decaying away right before our eyes. It's never wise to play. It's never wise to play games with the Most High's priest. If you found to be an adultery, just let that come on out and just deal with your punishment because you knew you being a brother or sister, at this time they knew the rules already. You know what I'm saying? So just deal with your punishment. How we equate that today is now today, our women are proud. They ain't got no shame no more. So they're more than happy to tell you they commit adultery on their husband. You know what I'm saying? The day when Christ returns, all that's going to be done away with. You get caught in adultery, you're going to die right then and there. It ain't going to be no time for second chances. It ain't going to be no time for grace. All grace will be done with. So, and since we're coming close to that time, I don't want to put a date on it, obviously, but I mean, look at the signs and the wonders around you, like it says in the New Testament. America is getting ready to go to war abroad. America is getting ready to be at war at home. They're already fighting each other here. You know what I'm saying? So the signs are there. It's almost impossible for the moral foundation this country never really had, but the few morals they did have is gone. That's all the way gone. Y'all see what's going on with one of the brothers in the school. I had one Captain Tazari. I got into kind of got into an argument. I don't know if it was on Clubhouse or what, with a full homosexual, a man who calls himself the queen of the FBA. Yeah. Can you imagine a priest and prophet of the Most High having to reduce himself just for the moment? He didn't ask for it, but having to reduce himself to arguing with with a man who's already got a severe mental disease. It's one thing to be a homosexual, but you're nothing but a homosexual with a mental disease when you believe and say that you're a woman and you present yourself physically as a woman up there and gonna get a damn breast job and a butt job and everything else done to try to make himself look like a woman. Estrogen. When you talk about a homosexual with severe mental health disorder, that is serious, isn't it? Go ahead.
I was having a conversation the other day to where I'm like, that just goes to show you the type of place America is. Like,
Right.
these people have severe mental illness.
Severe.
Instead of pushing for go get therapy or try to work and pass whatever trauma that gave you that mental illness, instead you want to encourage it.
Right.
And amplify it, enable it.
Let me ask you, brother, something. If y'all know somebody is mentally sick, are you going to pacify them by contributing to their mental illness? Now, we all know what happened to that brother. We all been doing the work long enough to know what happened to that brother. Obviously, he was molested at a young age or introduced to sex in a very disgusting way. And then with America seducing you to be a homosexual, you got morons from the nations, especially like Barack Obama, telling our young boys that they need a homosexual mentor. Y'all remember that? I was wishing like crazy the Most High would kill him right after he said that. Said that black men, which keep in mind Obama's not a black man, he's an African. A black man telling a young man that he needs a homosexual mentor? Are you kidding me? All right. You're never going to get past mental illness unless you first deal with the problem. If you're a young man who's been, molested or, like I said, introduced to sex in a very disgusting way, you need the Lord's counsel. You don't need some Hamite like Obama telling you to be mentored by somebody else who's got mental health condition. You know what I'm saying? That don't sound right at all. Hey, Mapadaza, do you have the charger for this laptop? All right. We're going to continue in the lesson, though. Let's go to verse 23. We will read that in Hebrew. Kathab, Kahan, Kathab, Allah, Allah, Sapar, uh, it's like a saying, Maha, Maha, Allah. Yeah, go ahead. Mar, Mayam. This is Numbers 5 and 23 in the English. And the priest shall write, Salakia, and the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall blot them out with the bitter water. Verse 5:24 in Hebrew. Wahashakwa al-Shah Shakwa Mar Mayam Arar Bawa, Mayam, Aror, Bawa, Ba, Lamarayam. Numbers 5 and 24 in English. And he shall cause the woman to drink the bitter water that causeth the curse, and the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her and become bitter. Verse 25 in Hebrew. Lakwa, Kahan, Lakwa, Kwanaa, Manaha, Salakia, Manaka, Yada, Mayad, Wahayap, Hamanaka, Panayam, Yahweh, Korab, Ath, Al, Mazabah. Salakia, Mazabak. Numbers 5 and 25 in English. Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand and shall wave the offering before Yahweh and offer it upon the altar. Let's get 26 and 27. Numbers 5 and 26 in Hebrew. Kwamataza, Salaki. Kahan, Kwamataza, Mana, Manaka, Azabagara, Salakia, Azakara, Qatar, Mazabah, Akar, Shaqua, Asha, Shaqua, Mayam. Verse 27. Shaqua, Mayam, Haya, Am, Tama, Ma'il, Ayash, Bawa, Mayam, Aurora, Bawa, Ba, Lamarayam, Tazabah, Batan, Tazabah, Nepal, Iraq, Nepal, Haya, Asha, Haya, Allah, Korab, Ain. We're in Numbers 5 and 26 and 27 in English. And the priest shall take an handful of the offering, even the memorial thereof, and burn it upon the altar, and afterwards shall cause the woman to drink the water. Verse 27. And when he hath made her to drink the water, then it shall come to pass that if she be defiled, and have done trespass against her husband, that the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thighs shall rot, and the woman shall be a curse among her people. This is almost as bad as death. It's I guess it's the Most High's version of a scarlet letter. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can see this broad among the people and know this is a whore. You know what I'm saying? This broad had a husband and she whored on him. That's what you're seeing if you've seen a sister with a swell belly and her thighs looking like they were rotten. Hey man, that curse is around today. Have y'all seen some of these sisters? Let me tell you something. If it's a chick whose legs stay open like 7-Eleven, you know it when you meet her, don't you not? How would you know, Officer Mywise? You a vet in the game. How would you know?
I know by her mouth.
There you go. That's exactly what I know.
If she can't keep her mouth closed, she can't keep her legs closed.
That's in Ecclesiasticus. Chick who always got her mouth open, you know she got her legs open. You know what I'm saying? Says that in Ecclesiasticus. How else would you know? Officer Zakarwan, how else would you know just by looking at her for like an hour or so? You could tell whether she's a whore or not.
By the way they see dress.
The way that she dressed, okay. Now, even a modest woman can go too far with the way she dressed because they don't really have the rules down like they're supposed to. It could be a woman not having sex at all, being too revealing. So it'll be more than just her dress. You got any other way? What about you, Officer Mabatazar?
I'd say the way she carries herself, like you said, the way she dressed could be kind of, but the way she kind of carries herself, like if you notice, like she's always like with a different man. Every time you see her, she's always in some man's face or something. Or like how y'all said, she can't keep her mouth closed, she can't keep her legs closed. Like she always,
These are good ways, but I'll just add a few. She's around other women that you know are also fast women. There's an old saying, birds of a feather flock together, right? You understand? If she's got kids by more than one man, how about you can smell her stuff even before you smell her?
Damn.
You know, she's in violation of many of the Most High's laws on cleanliness with just concerning women. You smell this broad even before you see her. Hey man, I done met some monsters like that. Way back many years ago, I got fixed up. I don't know what I was thinking back then. Fixed up on a so-called what they would call a blind date with a young lady. And when I tell you this chick, imagine having that next to you in the movie theater. You smell this broad the whole time.
it's an hour-long movie.
Yeah, 2 hour long movie. I forget what movie I was watching. But through the whole time I'm smelling this chick and she's acting like she don't smell herself. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know you met a whore. Fortunately, I never saw her again. Y'all are curious about that. But we're gonna go ahead and read on. I mean, it's not like the Lord stopped marking the whores. You know what I'm saying? The harlots. He's still doing it. You just have to be You have to have your spiritual eye on what they say. Can I see these? Okay, I'm getting comments from everybody. Hey, Shalom, Thaquan, what's going on, warrior? I see you. I see you. I got at Rico 9813 Gun. That's Ishmael Biona. Hey, shalom to Sister Nazama Anabath. Shalom to you. Shalom to brother Big Chief Talmud. What's going on, warrior? Priest and Officer Gadal Ahmad. Shalom, warrior. Shalom, Sister Taylor. What's going on? Shalom, Sister Matazan Apath. Shalom, sis. I'm talking about. Brother at Rico 9813. I ain't heard from you in a minute. Give me a call tomorrow. In Hebrew. Asha, Tama, La'ah, Tama, Tahawor, Hawa, Tahawor, Nakwa, Zarai, Zarai. Verse 29 in Hebrew. Sa'ath, Tharawah, Quana'ah, Ashar, Ashah, Shatah, Fahath, Ayash, Tamar. We are in Numbers 5:28 and 29 in English. And if the woman be not defiled, but be clean, then she shall be free and shall conceive seed. Verse 29. This is the law of jealousies. When a wife goeth aside to another instead of her husband and is defiled. How many of y'all have played that role before? Been the shoulder to cry on because some broad is mad at her husband? In the world, I played that role a couple of times. And you risk, turn to Ecclesiastes. If you can, give me Ecclesiastes 9 and 9, Officer Mapadazar. Start turning away. If you know that sister is married, start turning her away when she come to you as the shoulder to cry on. Because it's evil to it's evil to listen to her because it's too easy to game a woman up. You know what I'm saying? Or you know it, you'll be in her pants and mess around and get her pregnant. You're not only committed adultery, but you done brung a life in the world with another man's wife that the Lord is gonna curse and probably have killed, like he did David's wife with David's first child with Bathsheba. That's what you risk doing. The Lord killed that child, and He curses children born in that kind of union. You know what I'm saying? Even for not committing physical adultery, but spiritual adultery. That's why we're in the position we're in, right? You got Ecclesiasticus 9 and 9? Go ahead, Ak.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9, verse 9.
Read it a little louder, Baba Kashar.
So, it's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9, verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Say that again.
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Sit not at all with another man's wife. Go ahead.
Nor sit down with her in thine arms.
Don't sit down with her with thine arms. Don't be that shoulder to cry on. Don't be that what was Shy's song back in the day, the comforter. Lay down and tell me what's on your mind. Listen, check it. I think it went, what exactly did he do to make you cry this time?
I don't know this.
Evil as shit. Say again?
I don't know this.
You don't remember that song?
Yeah.
Well, when I was in high school, many years ago. He said, and the lyrics actually go, and I will be your comforter. Evil as hell now, but back then the shit sounded, and of course, Eve with her silly ass loved it. I think the song probably went gold.
And spend not thy money with her at the wine.
And don't get her drunk, and don't spend time with her, because otherwise you're gonna be in that ass. You know what I'm saying? That's how real these scriptures are. You through with that one? Go ahead, come on.
Lest thine heart incline unto her.
You're gonna mess around and fall in love with a chick, and she's committing whoredom. It's gonna happen. That's why the Lord said, what? Start at the beginning?
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Sit not at all with another man's wife. If she at her husband, let her and her husband work it out. Start holding sisters accountable for their nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
And so through thy desire thou fall into destruction.
Say that, repeat that part.
And so through thy desire thou fall into destruction.
You're going to fall in destruction, falling for this other man. You're going to destroy yourself. She going to be committing adultery, obviously, and then you're going to be committing adultery and send curses on you and your seed. Adultery is a sin to death. It was a better society when they killed adulterers. You are not to touch this. It's too many women out here. You know what I'm saying? Get you one that's not married. Hell, the Lord don't even care about how many of them you get. Just get one that ain't married.
So
Go ahead.
That scripture kind of, in a nutshell, sums up why so many men are against the whole male best friend.
Yeah.
That other
which is evil as hell, that male best friend book. The work husband. Yeah. Look, I don't, and most of their work husbands are gay, but even that, you know what I'm saying? That's evil enough as in itself. There ain't to be no other man in your woman's life but you. Y'all understand?
But it's for that exact reason. So it's like you and your girl get to it, and that's the best friend, right? So she
Yeah.
gonna run to.
So she gonna run to his ass, and him like a simp is gonna listen to her and take her side, and not even knowing what kind of evil she done said and done to her husband to bring her husband to that point. You gonna sit up there and put your cape on and put a condom on and sleep with her. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he said to you.
Then take a chance on going yourself getting killed, fighting for the honor of this whore. Come on, man. Okay, hey, Sister Shalina, salam, sis. How come you ain't kept in touch with us, sis? What's going on? And shalom to Sister Parah. You know we love you in the ISUPK, sis. Shalom. All right. Yeah, I love speaking to people in the comments. I don't be seeing them trolls I used to see. Where they at? When y'all teaching online, do y'all get the trolls anymore? Where they at? Every now and then. Okay, be sure to say shalom to them now. We don't want to make sure that, well, as long as they stopping in, who knows? One day they'll get edified. Never know. He could be trolling and talking shit about us one minute, and then in a year's time, up there in all black at camp with us, next to the 12 tribes chart, reading for us. You know what I'm saying? Numbers 5 and 30 in the Hebrew. Awa, Ashar, Rawa, Quanaa, Ibar, Allah, Quana, Asha, Imad, Aisha, I'm Salakia, Asha, Panayam, Yahweh, Aisha, Kahan, Aisha, Kal, Sa'ath, Tharara. Hey, Shalom, the Supreme 666. Hold on 1 minute. I'll answer your question in a minute. Let's go to verse 31 in Hebrew. Nakwa, Ayash, Nakwa, Awan, Asha, Hawa, Asha, Nasha, Iwan. Numbers 5 and 30 to 31 in English. Or when the spirit of jealousy cometh upon him, and he be jealous over his wife, and shall set the woman before Yahweh, and the priest shall execute upon her all his law. Verse 31, then shall the man be guiltless from iniquity, and this woman shall bear her iniquity. In other words, you didn't know she was married and you slept with her. You good. You know what I'm saying? All right. But now it's going to be a better society when we can hold men and women accountable for breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we're under America's rulership, USA, under Satan's authority. So we can't judge or pass judgment against our people just yet. We'll get that when we get our own again. You know what I'm saying? Even a brother who murders somebody and gets caught in this society and gets sentenced, that's all good. Like I was reading about one brother got 3 life sentences plus 221 years in prison for committing, a string of murders, which is all good. That's not a righteous punishment. You know what I'm saying? A righteous punishment would be to kill him. So we got to be back in our own society so we can work our own laws. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can answer Supreme 666 question. Did the Most High give us stupid women, or they just like that? Because I don't understand why women of now in days are stupid, or are they just been like that? What is the solution to fix stupidity? Give me Proverbs 9 and 13 real quick to answer Brother Supreme 666's question. My hope is not a troll question because the brother has 666 in his name, so right away that's pause worthy. But
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous.
A foolish woman is clamorous. Go ahead.
She is simple and knoweth nothing.
She's simple and knoweth nothing. What's going on, Sister Connie? Yes, she is simple and knoweth nothing. Read that again.
A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
Okay, so brother King Solomon, who most of the proverbs are his, is letting you know that a foolish woman is clamorous. She's simple and knowing nothing. What does clamorous mean? Talk a lot. There you go. Get a sister a hand. Foolish woman talks a lot. Never closes her damn mouth. She is foolish because a lot of times when they're in arguments, you see that today. A lot of times in arguments, they're not looking for a solution, or they're not looking for anything logical. Why are they arguing? Basically, they're arguing and fighting just to be arguing and fighting. You know what I'm saying? She's in it for distance and aggravation. The Most High put man over woman for a reason, because with men is where he left his wisdom. Y'all understand? Give me Job 39:17 real quick. This will better answer Supreme 666's question. And also I need Ezekiel 34:31.
It's the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 17.
Read it a little louder, Mupatazar.
It's the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 17. Because God hath deprived her of wisdom.
God is the Supreme 666. The Most High has deprived women of wisdom. Not saying that they're not smart, but it's letting them know that they don't have the wisdom to run a society by themselves. You know what I'm saying? The Lord didn't give her that. Go ahead.
Neither had he imparted to her understanding.
She lacks understanding. Understanding that understanding that the Most High did give men. Go ahead. Ezekiel 34:31. Who's got that one? You got that Zakar one? You don't? This is a precept for that Supreme 666.
34 and 31.
Yeah, Ezekiel 34:31. Got him, Apatazar? Go ahead.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34, verse 31. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pastor, are men.
The flock of my pastor are what?
Are men.
Are men. The Lord only wants men to lead. A woman is not supposed to. Now, a woman can do a lot of things. She can get jobs as doctors and lawyers. She can take care of a nation. She can help build. But one thing the Lord didn't give her is the wisdom to be over men. Y'all understand? She don't have that wisdom because the Lord didn't give it to her. Men run households. All you gotta do, Supreme 66, and anyone else who want to listen, if you want to know, if you want to see for yourself that women should not be the head of any household, all you got to do is look at the black community today. Do you see how out of order it is? In most of these places, women run the household. They're raising kids by themselves, and of course, the government is helping them because the government wants a black family in disarray because it's profitable to them. And what you got now, and I was talking to Officer Maiwaz about it, you got a whole lot of women who want to be masculine and a whole lot of men who want to be feminine, all because the black household is out of order. Women are in charge. Women were not given the skills and the wisdom that the Lord gave men. So what you have now is a bunch of overeducated, very masculine, very bitchy women in charge of a bunch of effeminate, half a homosexual men. She's taken the masculine spirit away from them. And now the young brothers who grew up are unsure of themselves. They got real effeminate, even if they're not gay, they have effeminate spirits. They are quick to kill one another over a disagreement, just like women used to be. When you're looking at black on black crime, a lot of it has to do with drugs and a whole lot of boys not having, young men not having the logic and the skills to dissolve situations. Men that grew up in houses where a man was in charge, they didn't have these kind of problems. They could work things out through the word of mouth. If somebody was wrong, the man would make it up to him some way, somehow. And it kept things from escalating. A lot of men don't have that nowadays because they're raised by women. And all they know to do is be in their feelings and stepping on somebody's shoes, as far as they're concerned, that man is worthy of death for doing that. When all you did was accidentally step on somebody's shoes. Is that really worth killing the brother for? It all starts at the home, just like everything else. You know what I'm saying? I hope that answered your question, Brother Supreme. Any other questions y'all got? If y'all Put it in the comment section. I'll see it. I'll address it. We're going to right now go to Numbers, the 6th chapter. And start dealing with the 6th chapter, the law and the law of the Nazarites. We're in Numbers. We're going to read 6:1 and 6:2 in the Hebrew, 6:3 as well. We'll read that too. Okay, Numbers 6 and 1 in Hebrew. Debar, Yahweh, Debar, Al, Mashah, Amar. Verse 2 in Hebrew. Debar Al, Ban, Yasharala, Amar, Al, Kaya, Ayash, Awa, Asha, Pala'ah, Nadar, Nadar, Nazayar, Nazar, Yahweh. Verse 3, Nazar, Yayan, Shakar, Kal, Shatha, La'ah, Hamatazah, Yayan, Hamatazah, Shakar, La'ah, Salakia, La, Shathar, Kal, Masharah, Ainab, La'ah, Akal, La, Ainab, Yabash. This is Numbers 6 and 1 through 3 in English. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of a Nazarite, to separate themselves unto Yahweh. He shall separate himself from wine and strong drink, and shall drink no vinegar of wine or vinegar of strong drink, neither shall he drink any liquor of grapes, nor eat moist grapes or dry. So it's dealing basically with the law of the Nazarite. Y'all understand? The Nazarenes had to be pure. You know what I'm saying? So they had to take a whole different walk. They had to do everything, drinking a little bit of wine like I am right now. I needed that because my throat was dry. That's not unlawful. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you're supposed to do there is just not get drunk. But if you were doing the Nazarite vow, not only could you not drink any wine, which ain't nothing but fermented fruit, you couldn't even have raw fruit if it was made a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That Nazarite vow was real deal.
How long? How long?
We'll get to that in a minute. I want to read it out the scriptures, but we'll get to that part in a minute. Brother Samuel, what's going on? You say, could you break down Thanksgiving being a pagan holiday? Thanksgiving is a pagan holiday. The Lord didn't give it to us. The whole history of Thanksgiving this is something the so-called white man did. Basically, trying to be like us. Because many of what they did in the original Thanksgiving was is somewhat similar to what our people were commanded to do during the Feast of Tabernacles. But it's if you celebrate Thanksgiving, you're basically giving basically dedicating food to idols, and you're celebrating the destruction of your brother. That's why we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Let me give you a little scripture on that. Um, Whenever I answer a question, I love to go inside the book. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to do the whole thing with giving my own private interpretation. But no, dealing with Thanksgiving is dealing with a sacrifice made unto idols. It's idol worship on a high level, and plus, like I say, on a carnal level, it's celebrating the death and destruction of your brothers. Understand when you know the North American Indians are your brothers, and you get the scriptural clarity on that right from the Bible in the book of where is that, Second Esdras, when they go into how our the northern kingdom left Assyrian captivity and traveled to a land where no man knoweth. That's what they're dealing with. But let me see if I can grab you one scripture. Get Amos 5:23 real quick. Mabadazar.
So, Book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
Take away the noise of thy songs. Go ahead.
For I will not hear the melody of thy vows.
So this could also go into music. You know, I bring this scripture out when I'm going into how gospel music is no more righteous than R&B or hip hop. But when it's saying take the noise, say that again. Take the noise of their what now?
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
The noise of thy songs. When you're celebrating these holidays, a lot of it comes with singing. All of it gives to false god worship. Thanksgiving ain't our holiday. You know what I'm saying?
So I
Go ahead.
gotta start from verse 21 and 22.
Go ahead.
Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
I hate and I despise your feast days. They're your feast days if they're not mentioned in Levitical law. You understand? Leviticus 23rd chapter is where all the feast days are. And Thanksgiving isn't on there. When you start at about the fourth verse, it gives you the high holy days and the feast days. And even the two memorials that we celebrate afterwards, like one of them is coming up, the Feast of Dedication. That's December 14th. You all make plans to join the ISUPK for the Feast of Dedication, what is called in the Hebrew HaKanukah. The Jewish man who swears that he's a Jew but is not, he calls it Hanukkah, which lets you know that they're not the children of the Lord because the day is actually called HaKanukah. That's what our people call it. But that's the memorial of dedication. That's coming up. And then the Feast of Purim is after that. You won't find those in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, but we observe those. They're both in the Old Testament, and our people kept them. Even Christ kept them. You know what I'm saying? When he came to the New Testament. But go ahead and finish that.
Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings
Go ahead.
And your meat offerings.
Burnt offerings and meat offerings. In other words, in the case of Thanksgiving, a turkey. Go ahead. A lot of times in these Thanksgiving meals, they may have chicken, but they'll also have ham. Do they not have ham on Thanksgiving? Okay, did the Lord say you can eat ham? Of course not. So that's how you know this ain't the Lord's day. And all them prayers that y'all send up celebrating this day, the Lord hears them prayers and puts it right in the spam folder. Because he knows it's a BS prayer. Go ahead.
I will not accept them.
He won't accept them. He ain't dealing with them. Y'all understand?
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Y'all are doing that Thanksgiving for yourself. It's unlawful. It's a feast on the idols. The Lord hates it. Given to you by people the Lord hates. The Lord hates Esau. Y'all understand that, right? The Lord hates the so-called white man. Now they'll never tell you that in church, but we can prove it right in the Bible. It ain't gonna come right out and say white man. It's gonna call them their ancient name, which is what? Esau or Edom. And the Lord that does hate Esau. Hates him in the Old Testament, Malachi, the 1st chapter. Hates him in the New Testament, Romans, the 9th chapter. And no amount of celebrating their days, no amount of loving them, no amount of, oh, he's a good white man, he's this, that, and the third. No amount of loving them is going to. Can you get, before I keep going on, can you get Malachi the 1st chapter? Oh, you got to go? You need it? Okay, Most High Christ. Go ahead, Mufadazar. I'll just read it myself. For those of you that think, I know that's another thing online that brothers are saying all nations can be saved. Brothers that were never in the truth, brothers that started their own little organization and decided to profit by teaching lies. They're no different than the Christian church. Y'all understand? Shalom, brother. How you doing?
Shalom, sorry.
Good to see you. Okay, Malachi 1 and 2. For all of y'all that think the Lord actually loves so-called white man, which is named Edom in the Bible, their ancient name. Here's what we'll go. Malachi 1 and 2. I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith Yahweh. Yet I loved Jacob, 3rd verse, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Basically for the beasts of the wilderness. This goes back to when they were in the caves. That's where he put them. Verse 4, for y'all that think that he somehow loves them today. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, which they did. They ruled Europe. They took over America. They pretty much rule the world now. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. In other words, he is going to destroy this place. Y'all understand? And they shall call them the border of wickedness. Let me read that part again. He shall call them, meaning the Edomites, no matter where they are, the border of wickedness. It's them that made same-sex marriage legal. You know what I'm saying? It's them that made pork the other white meat. You understand? Wicked people. And the people against whom Yahweh have indignation forever. Meaning as long as there's an earth, the Lord hates the Edomites. Y'all get that?
That's right.
The so-called white man and woman. We got books proving that they're the Edomites. They are straight from the seed of Edom. He don't love them. He'll never love them. And no amount of false gospel fake Israelites put out there say that he's going to love them or save them. Y'all understand that? Spirit led me to that because I wasn't even going to get into all that. And that doesn't change in the New Testament. Does it? Let's prove it real quick. For those of you that are still in your feelings about it. I'm in Romans 9 and 13. This is the New Testament. As it is written. Where is it written? I just read it in the book of Malachi. As it is written. Jacob have I loved. Blacks, Hispanics, West Indians, Native Americans. The Lord loves y'all. But Esau have I hated. Genesis 25 says Esau is Edom. Y'all understand? Verse 14, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid, meaning no. Verse 15, for he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. Stop thinking that y'all can think for the Lord. I'm not talking to y'all in here. Y'all know better, but let me just say it in there for y'all that like dealing with fake Israelite groups or Christians who tell you that all people can be saved. No, the Lord tells you right now, right in this book, who's going to get salvation and meaning rulership and who's not. Okay, Brother Samuel, he say, okay, so even if I snag a plate from my brother-in-law and dip off, would that still be celebrating Thanksgiving? In a way, yeah. Let me ask you something. Are you that hungry? You can't afflict your soul for the Lord and turn down that whatever it is that's on that table and then go and pick you up something to eat later? Is it that crucial? Here's what you do, Ak. If you really love the Most High, you just won't eat any of it because it's been given unto idols. You understand that? Hey, Sister Sharaya Kwar, we miss you in here, girl. What's going on, Akwaf? I pray that you're taking care of yourself out there on the road, sis. But going back to what Brother Rico 9813 said, are you really that hungry? Is it really that serious? You at a family member's house. You at your family, going to see family members, and it's Thanksgiving. You're watching, the football, because college and pro football will be on the air that day. You're watching it, and then they get ready to go in there on the table and eat and partake in so-called Thanksgiving dinner. Is it that serious where you can't go to Mickey D's or BK or Wendy's and get a meal in a bag? Well, I tell you what, by the time we get to that part of the day, only Jack in the Box is gonna be open, right?
Probably.
When it comes to them so-called holidays. But yeah, you can't go to Jack in the Crack and get the 2 tacos for $1.89. You ain't necessarily got to fast, but just don't eat anything off that table. You understand? Yeah, sis, we miss you. You need to get in contact with me. I actually got good news for you. But going back to Rico 9813, is it really that serious? You gotta ask yourself that question. You really that hungry, and you supposed to be on the Lord's team and listening to the Most High and living for the Most High. You can't tell family shalom and go to Jack in the Box and get the 2 tacos for $1.89. Is that serious? Is it that sister serious, Sister Connie?
No, because I told my family I wouldn't be celebrating this year.
There you go. Give Sister Connie a hand, man. Yeah. Now that right there is a woman after the Lord's heart, just like King David. That's what I like to hear, man. It's not that serious. And remember, this is an overweight guy telling you that. A dude who loves to eat, and I'm telling you, it ain't that serious. Go your behind somewhere. Find you a chicken shack that's open on Thanksgiving or so-called Christmas. Jake gonna be working somewhere. We can't afford to take holidays off. You know what I'm saying? Find you a chicken shack or a barbecue shack and get you something to eat. Just don't eat the ribs or the sausage, obviously.
So I did.
Go ahead.
Also, Sakara wanted to say he had a precept for it. So
Go for it.
it's 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 28. But if any man say unto you, this is offered in sacrifice unto idols, eat not for his sake that hewed it, and for conscience sake. For the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof.
That's a beautiful scripture. The water priest. Beautiful, beautiful scripture. That's 1 Corinthians 7 and what?
10 and 28.
It's 1 Corinthians 10 and 28. Yeah, y'all highlight that one in your Bibles, man. Concerning this Thanksgiving crap. Highlight that one. Circle it. Remember it. Y'all can get a lot done in precepts if you simply highlight the ones you hear and then study them. Before you know it, you'll have your own precept book, like I'm sure Officer Zakarwan has. All right, let's get back to the work. Is there any other questions? I'm here for them.
What's the difference between shalom and S-H-A-L-A-M and S-H-A-L-O-M?
SHALOM. Okay, Hebrew in its pure state had no vowels. So when you hear somebody say shalom with the O, you automatically know they're not speaking Hebrew. What they're doing is speaking what would we call that? A modernized, bastardized version of it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
To my understanding, modern Hebrew is a combination of another language, Yiddish.
Con.
A lot of Yiddish influence.
Con.
Lost one production.
Con.
Where you get a lot of vowel sounds in modern.
And the Jews in Bible time didn't speak Yiddish. You know what I'm saying? We didn't invent that. That came from so-called white people getting a hold of our culture and our language and inserting vowels into our language. So when you hear brothers in the ISUPK like me speak, we're speaking the ancient Hebrew because that's the real Hebrew. We say in shalom with an A, and even that A would have a soft A sound. Remind me to send you a Hebrew alphabet sheet. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. But in perfection, shalom is SHALAM. And we go for perfection here because Christ said, be ye perfect. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to speak that modernized, bastardized Hebrew because that ain't even really Hebrew anyway. Masoretic Hebrew is not Hebrew. Y'all understand? All right. Yeah, Sister Sharaya Kwar, we love you and miss you too, sis. Got good news to tell you later. What verse am I on? We're in Numbers 6 and 3 yet?
You stopped at 3, finishing up.
Okay.
Close to the next.
Appreciate it, sis. If you were a brother, I'd tell you get ready to do the work. But no, it's good that you know it. As a woman trying to find the truth, it's good that you know this because you can pass it on to your kids. You can pass it on. Okay, well, if you ain't got no kids, you can pass it on to the kids in the school. You know what I'm saying? Because women do teach kids. You know what I'm saying? They may not can teach grown men, but they're definitely allowed to teach kids. They're definitely allowed to teach young women. That could be you one day, sis. You never know. Numbers 6 and 4 in the Hebrew. Kal, Yawam, Nazar, Akal, La'ah, Ashar, Aisha, Napan, Salakia, Kapan, Yayan, Kapan, Karatazan, Ida, Sag. Numbers 6 and 4 in English. All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree from the kernels even to the husk. That's right, Val. Serious. Go ahead, sis.
Why would they take a vow of Nazareth vow? What would be their concern of why they would take that?
We're about to read about it in a little bit. Numbers 6 and 5 in the Hebrew. Call, Yawam, Nadar, Nazar, Ibar, La, Thayar, I'm Salakia, Tha'ar, Ibar, All, Ra'ash, Id, Yawam, Mala'ah, Ashar, Nazar, Yahweh, Hayah, Kodash, Kadal, Gara'ai, Shiar, Ra'ash, Gadal. Numbers 6 and 5 in English. All the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head, until the days be fulfilled, in the which he separateth himself unto Yahweh. He shall be holy, and shall let the locks of his hair of his head grow. That's not meaning. Let me go ahead and dispel that. That's not meaning dreadlocks are lawful. Y'all understand? Dreadlocks are a heathen custom. That's an East Indian custom. Dreadlocks are unlawful for one very simple reason: they're disgusting. Every time I see one of these brothers with matted up hair, I just can't believe what I'm looking at. And sisters lay with these brothers. Can y'all believe that?
They love that shit. So.
Oh man. Here he is with his hair unkept and full of dust and full of what is that, oil and what have you, because it's unkept and it's dirty and matted up. You can't even comb it. When you and even when he eventually does, forget shears. Forget clippers. You need shears for that. I be feeling sorry for barbers that have to deal with brothers like that. Yeah, brother Rico 9813, brother Sam. It is trendy, but it's still off. You know what I'm saying? It is off as hell. It's not lawful. It's saying no. I mean, it's saying here no razor come upon your head. In other words, you can't get a haircut, but even still, you have to comb your hair. Y'all understand? Yeah, Bashim Yao Shah Brakatah, Officer Nakabad Gabar. What's going on, Hebrew? Number 6 and 6, 7 and 8. Let's get all three. Number 6 and 6. Call, Yawam, Nazar, Yahweh, Bawah, Ilah, La, Mawath, Napash. Numbers 6 and 7 in Hebrew. Yatama, La'ah, Tama, Ab. I'm sorry, Abba, Ama, Ak, Akwath, Mawath, Kaya, Nazar, Halahayim, Al Ra'ash. Verse 8, Kal, Yawam, Nazar, Hawa, Kodawash, Yahweh. We're in Numbers 6 and 6 through 7 and 8 in the English. All the days that he separated himself unto Yahweh, he shall come at no dead body. Verse 7, he shall not make himself unclean for his father or his mother, for his brother or his sister when they die, because the consecration of his God is upon his head. All the days of his separation he is holy unto Yahweh. So, in the Nazarite vow and Nazarite law, you couldn't even go to your family's funeral. Your mom or dad or brother or sister die. You in the Nazarite vow, you can't even go to a funeral. You kind of say goodbye while you're taking a vow. You can't be around a dead body. Now, we don't necessarily take a Nazarite vow in here, but if you've been around a dead body in here, you got to be absent from the school for 7 days. You're unclean for 7 days. So, brothers and sisters unfortunately have to miss um, Sabbath service and other high holy days due to uncleanliness. A sister that's on her flower can't be at the Passover. Y'all understand? Because it's uncleanliness. Let me give me some more courage real quick. Any questions in the comment section? Shout out to Command and General Yohana's teachers, the 7 heads. They the ones that kind of made Manny Shevin's wine a thing. Remember, I think it was Commander General Yohana was telling the story once about how in the 70s, as they were building the school, a lot of times the highest ranking priests that were in the building at the time, head priest Arya, head priest Masha, head priest Yaquab, while they were waiting on students on Saturday, they'd be in there playing cards, drinking that same wine I'm drinking, and eating fried chicken. Hey, they had to wait on students to come. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they just be in there themselves. You brothers in the ISUPK who are building schools, and a lot of time, and in the beginning it's just you. Don't fret. The Most High is going to give you an increase. All you have to do is work. Keep doing the worst. Other souls are going to find you. You know what I'm saying? Because the men that I just named, all 3 of them are gone now. May the Most High forgive any sins that they did. May go easy on them if they did go wrong on a few things. But they put in hella labor in this and had to wait sometimes as long as a year for students to come. You know what I'm saying? But when they came, they came. Go back and look at some of the old One West ISUPK videos from the 80s and the 90s.
You got any?
I mean, I run into a few of them on line every now and then. If I find some, I'll send them to you. But the Most High gave, I mean, all them brothers had to do was sow a seed, basically. And the Most High gave them an increase, and the Most High gave an increase. All of a sudden, more brothers came. The most important brother came, Commander General Yohana. Kept his truth, held down the truth for brothers like us who ain't special, can find it, and start teaching our people how to save themselves. You know what I'm saying? All that matters is the right brother is. all the men that came up with Command and General who left, started their own little groups, and has produced nothing but garbage. Produced brothers going out there like I told you earlier, teaching the salvation for all nations. That was produced by brothers who came up with Command and General Yohana, then left and did their own thing. They forgot about the brotherhood, started going for themselves, and all they produced is men like that. Men saying now, starting the Israelite group, it's only been around for a year. The previous group he was in, the head of the group was getting pegged by his woman in his behind. That's all it produces, bunch of garbage. That's it. Now, y'all got the truth right here. One West ISUPK, man, since 1969. The home of the truth, ain't unchanged. Numbers 6 and 9 in the Hebrew. The water of all y'all that are watching us on YouTube, watching us on Facebook. Y'all join us every Saturday. Not only are y'all gonna get a slamming Sabbath service, but we're gonna show you how to get right, how to cleanse yourself of this world and be the man and the woman that the Most High wants you to be. Brother Rico 9813, he's still making videos on YouTube. Who's still making videos on YouTube? Rico 9813, who's still making videos on YouTube? I want to make sure that's who he's talking about. I don't want to assume anything. You still there, Rico? All right, let's go on in. He says Sakari. Yeah, you got it right. He said Sakari. Yeah, I tell you what, I don't want to get into a deep conversation on that brother, but that brother is going to have a hard punishment once the Lord gets through with him, because he screwed up a lot of people. He never should have been leading his own Israelite group to begin with. And him going out there doing, even if you don't believe he was getting popped in his behind by his wife wearing a fake penis, there's still insurmountable evidence that he slept with another wife's sister. That's evil and unlawful. That he stole the tithe money and started tricking off with it. That's disgusting. Go ahead.
Salaki, if I could, sir. He was also pouring his wives out to Edomites.
Pouring his wife out to an Edomite. That is dead disgusting.
One of them got pregnant by him.
Yeah, and is with that Edomite now, isn't she? He can't deny that. He can't get out from under that one. So, and he messed up a whole lot of brothers with that. That damn Sakari group done split off to about 8 or 9 other groups now. And he has cursed himself for that. Can somebody give me Romans 16 and 17? This is Sakari right here. Romans 16 and 17. Let me get my potters out to read that real quick. Appreciate you getting it for him in the scriptures. Your 90 days is almost over anyway, so pretty soon you will be reading that for us. Romans 16 and 17. Go ahead.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 16, verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offensive, contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned.
Mark them that make divisions and contrary to the doctrine that was learned. Remember, for over 30 years, it was nothing but ISUPK. There were other Israelite groups out, but they didn't have the truth. Them other Israelite groups were dealing in Jewish synagogues, basically, and mending the Bible with mending Judaism and with Christianity. They were marrying them both, which neither one of them religions are the truth. But that was all our people had until the ISUPK, because they did the work. Went back, found our language, went back, found our heritage, saw that these scriptures were just speaking to Israel, so they broke them down wisely through spirit and truth. Many of them all them breakdowns we still have. So it was only done the right way with One West ISUPK. Everyone who broke off, read that again, Romans 16:17.
Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause sufficient and offensive, contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
So they're all teaching contrary to the doctrine that was learned. Back then, One West ISUPK was not teaching all nations and get salvation. You understand that? We definitely wasn't teaching that you can pimp your wife out to an Edomite. We definitely wasn't teaching that you could that your wife can can buy a strap on and into your backside. That's all that's coming out of these fake Israelite groups. And where did them two groups come from? Another fake ass group that says you can rape 13-year-old girls. Yeah. We won't even say their name in here. We know who you're talking about. They're the only Israelite group pushing that. Which that's a lie. Scripturally, that's wrong. But they pushing that. The same group also teaches that the Urim and the Thummim was a cell phone and that cars have a spirit. Same group. That the mark of the beast is a computer chip. Same group. Romans 16 and 17 say what now?
For I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offensive, contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned.
Mark thee that teach division and go contrary to the doctrine which they learned. None of them doctrines were in One West. Y'all get that? None of that madness was in One West. So that brother there, Gorilla Hebrew, Sakari, he has cursed himself like crazy. And if he ends up dead and gone in a year or two, just know that he brought it on himself. Y'all understand? He marked him. If he's destroyed or dead in the next year or two, just know that's the Lord's judgment on him. I actually, me personally, because I ain't got nothing against the brother personally, but what he did was evil and disgusting because he divided an already divided house. You understand what I'm saying? That wasn't what Yahushua was doing, aka Jesus Christ. He was trying to gather the 12 tribes so we could be a nation again and revolt against the Romans, the Edomites. Here these Israelite groups are joining the Edomites. Up there hand in hand with Vocab Malone and stuff.
Slocky, if I could. So
Go ahead.
He posted a picture of a deacon and Assad with a bunch of Edomite women in the background, said mission accomplished.
Yeah. Which I know that was their mission to begin with. Man. Whenever you hear fake Israelite groups talking about all nations can get salvation, all that is a play for them to get in between a white woman and get money. That's it. That's all. Can't convince me any other. That's been my experience 13 years in the truth. Every time I've seen it, the end game is money and white women. And they will push that, they will sell niggas out and will push them doctrines forever and ever just to get in between some filthy white woman and get money at the same time, which is all them Genesis brothers are about. Can't convince me otherwise. He may or may not have took a bag, but he's trying to get one. Can't convince me otherwise. Okay, where are we now? We at finishing up number 9?
Yes.
I appreciate this. We are in Numbers 6 and 9 in the Hebrew. Call. Mawath. Mawath. Pathai. Patham. Ilah. Tamar. Ra'ash. Nazar. Galah. Ra'ash. Yawam. Tahara. Yawam. Shabayash. Salaki. Shabaya'aya. Yawam. Galah. We're in Numbers 6 and 9 in the English. And if any man die very suddenly by him, and he hath defiled the head of his consecration, then he shall shave his head in the day of his cleansing. On the seventh day shall he shave it. Okay, so if he dies suddenly by him and he have defiled the head of his consecration, then he's got to shave his head. You understand?
You can take a vow.
I haven't read where the women can take a Nazarite vow. If I read that, I'll correct myself. I want to take. Matter of fact, let me see.
Because up here in number 2, it says either man or woman was separated. So I was trying to understand. Do they have to shave their head?
One second. Okay. Um, get 1 Samuel 1 and 10 real quick. We'll start at 1 Samuel 1 and 2. Let Brother Mupatazar read that real quick.
This book of 1 Samuel, chapter 1, verse 2. And he had 2 wives. The name of one was Hannah, and the name of the other Peninnah. And Peninnah had children, but Hannah had no children.
Keep reading.
Verse 3. And this man went up out of his city yearly to worship and to sacrifice unto the Lord of hosts in Shalom. And the 2 sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, the priests of the Lord, were there.
Keep going. We're gonna read all the way down to 10.
Verse 4. And when the time was that Elkanah offered, he gave to Peninnah his wife and to all her sons and her daughters portions. But unto Hannah he gave a worthy portion, for he loved Hannah, but the Lord had shut up her womb. Verse 6. And her adversary also provoked her sore, for to make her feet fret, because the Lord had shut up her womb. Verse 7. And as he did so year by year, she went up to the house of the Lord, so she provoked her. Therefore she wept and did not eat. Verse 8. Then said Elkanah her husband to her, Hannah, why weepest thou? And why eatest thou not? And why is thy heart grieved? Am not I better to thee than 10 sons? Verse 9. So Hannah rose up after they had eaten in Shiloh, and after they had drunk. Now Eli the priest sat upon the seat by a post in the temple of the Lord. Verse 10. And she was in barrenness of soul and prayed unto the Lord and wept sore.
One more, verse 11.
Verse 11. And she vowed a vow and said, O Lord of hosts, if thou wilt indeed look on the affliction of thine handmaid and remember me, and not forget thine handmaid, but will give unto thine handmaid a man child, then I will give him unto the Lord with all the days of his life, They shall be no razor come upon his head.
Now, I'm not 100% sure that that's a Nazarite vow. I'll ask the brothers over me, but a woman can definitely take a vow. You're reading it right there. 1 Samuel, first chapter, the first 11 verses, basically. Woman can definitely take a vow. I'm not 100% sure that's a Nazarite vow. I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think that the woman can take the Nazarite vow. Read about it there. I think you read about it in Judges as well. Because apparently Manoah's wife took it too. So to answer your question, Khan, I'm gonna get 100% confirmation on that though. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go back to the work. There's a couple more of these that we're gonna read, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap. We are in Numbers, the 6th chapter and the 9th verse. Go on the sister's call real quick. ISUPK 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under command in General Yohana. This is the ISUPK Sabbath service in Dallas for the Dallas School. Make sure the sister knows I'm teaching right now. All right. We're in the 10th verse now, right?
Yes, it's finished tonight.
Okay. Numbers 6 and 10 in the Hebrew. Yawam. Shamash Yana Yawam Bawa'a Shanayam Thawar Awa Shanayam Ban Yawana All or Allah Kahan All Patha Ahal Mawa'ad. I'm in number 6 and 10 in the English. And on the 8th day, he shall bring 2 turtles or 2 young pigeons to the priest to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Okay, so it's just going into a rule of what he's supposed to bring. The 2 turtles and 2 pigeons to the priest to the door of the tabernacle. You know what I'm saying? All this is part of the Nazarite. What's going on, bro? All this is part of the Nazarite way. You understand? We're going to read 11, 12, and 13, then we're going to go ahead and pray out, all right? The water to y'all for joining us. See, we got a few people here. Y'all got any more questions, go ahead and post them while y'all still got a little time. Numbers 6 and 11 in Hebrew. Aisha Kahan. Aisha Akkad. Katath, Akkad, Ilah, Kapar, Ilah, Ashar, Kata, Ilah, Nabash, Kodash, Raash, Hawa, Yawam. Numbers 6 and 11 in English. And the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, and make an atonement for him, for that he sinned by the dead, and shall hallow his head that same day. Numbers 6 and 12 in the Hebrew. Nazar, Yahweh, Yawam, Nazar, Bawa, Kapash, Ban, Shana, Sham, Yawam, Ra'ashwan, Nabal, Kaya, Nazar, Tamah. Numbers 6 and 12 in English. And he shall consecrate unto Yahweh the days of his separation, and shall bring a lamb of the first year for a trespass offering. But the days that were before shall be lost, because his separation was defiled. In other words, he basically have to sacrifice a lamb and then start the vow all over again. You understand? Can I get Mapatazah, who I worked like crazy today? Can I get you to look up the word consecrate real quick? Remind us what the biblical definition of that word is. I don't want y'all listening to the Christians believing that consecrate is the preacher jumping on other brothers' butt while they covered up with a sheet.
Consecrate, to declare something holy or make it holy by some procedure.
Repeat that one more time.
To declare something holy or make it holy by some procedure.
Okay, so to consecrate someone is a ceremony to make it holy again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you do that. Some of y'all who say y'all live with a family member, and that family member loves to get high. And y'all in the truth, y'all trying to find the Lord, and y'all got one room in their apartment, right? And because he likes to get high, the whole apartment smells like kush. You know what I'm saying? Like weed. So what do? You consecrate your space. You know what I'm saying? You open a window, you spray the Lysol or the Febreze, you wash your clothes. You don't get high. You stay back there in the room. You know what I'm saying? You consecrate it. Because to the church, consecrate means that some homosexual preacher like Bishop Wayne Jackson lays brothers down on their face, puts a sheet over them, and then jumps on their behind, sticking his head in between their butt cheeks.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Go on and look it up when we get through with class. Look up Bishop Wayne T. Jackson consecrates men. I guarantee you'll find it.
Hamite?
No, he's Israel, but you know he's in the church, so he's in Christianity, which isn't of the Lord, because no ceremony of the Lord will give you or have you diving on a brother's butt and hugging him. You put a sheet over me and dive on me, we got to fight. Know what I'm saying?
God, sir.
And I ain't even no fighter necessarily, but we got to fight then. You know what I'm saying? That's literally akin to molesting a grown man. But that's what goes on in your church, and y'all think, and y'all that listen to swear that those are men of God. Now, those are Satan's little angels right there. And the church is a house of ill repute. It's a damn cesspool. All the mess that go on there, and we hear about it. We see it online because, our brothers air it. The stuff that goes on in the church now, man, it's sick. I saw something this week. Sister was twerking at a funeral. Here it is as a dead body right there inside a casket. And this sister's got a little funky behind pointed towards it and twerking and splitting and everything else and being rooted on by another sister. That's your church today. Get me started on the church real quick. Where are we? On wheel 13 yet?
You was finishing up 12.
Kind. We're going to get 13, then we're going to go ahead and pray out because we're going to wrap Sabbath service. Got work to do. Number 6 and 13 in the Hebrew. Thararah, Nazayar, Yawam, Nazar, Mala'ah, Atah, Bawa'ah, Allah, Pathah, Ahal, Mawa'id. Number 6 and 13 in English. And this is the law of the Nazarite. When the days of his separation are fulfilled, he shall be brought unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. So once he started his vow over again and done it cleansing, in a cleansing way, he'd be brought forth to the congregation. Y'all understand? Is there any questions, comments, concerns? All right, y'all can continue to do the good work y'all doing. Keep paying your tithes and your free will offerings to ISUPK.com. 10% of anything you earn belongs to the men of the Lord. And free will offerings are also accepted. No, this doesn't have to be money, but it's going to be. If it's not going to be money, make sure it's fresh fruit. I myself am a big fan of pineapples. Just thought I'd throw that in. But anyway, now I won't be eating your money. Go ahead, sis.
I do we make what you just said.
What you mean?
Our tithes.
Get with me later. I'll go over that with you. I don't even think I want you worried about that right now. I want you to complete your 90 days.
Okay.
All right, then. Y'all give it up for Sister Connie, man. Love the spirit on this sister. But all right, we're going to go ahead and pray out. We're going to do it again next week. Most High will. Unless he's gone to war with America and the earth at that time, which we pray for that time. We want that time to come soon. But if he hadn't destroyed this place yet, we'll do this again next Sabbath, all right? Pretty soon, y'all already know that the Dallas ISUPK, we got a new home we're going to be opening soon. Y'all give it up to the Most High for that, man. Say the water to the Most High for that. And give it up to the generals over us who counsel us well, supported this truth here in Dallas. We're gonna keep bringing this up. We're gonna wake up more brothers and sisters, and we're gonna be the voice and the body for our people real soon here in Dallas, Fort Worth area. So Most High will. Let's go ahead and pray out. Go ahead and do the Most High's prayer and the prayer to the power real quick. All right. Most High's prayer in Hebrew, Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwika, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Ashemayim, Nathalanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yuam, Wasalaknawa, Kabathwathnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabathwathinawa, Wala'ah, Thabayanawa, Benasai 1, Abal, Hawashai now, Mayan, Rai, Kyalaka, Hamalakwith, Wahala, Wahataparath, Laiwalumyum, Aman. English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Prayer to the power in Hebrew, Yahweh, in the name Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. Power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. The prayer to the power in English, Yahweh, in the name Yahweh Shai. Please, in all manner of disease, power to cleanse the lepers, power to cast them out in the name Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Raise up. All right. That we're going to go ahead and wrap. Shalom.
So.
All right.